And I give all my glory towards my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, because he was the reason that I'm able to use this skill set. Again, never stay away from that. He's the reason I'm in this position. I thank him every single day because I'm able to give back to y'all and put y'all on game.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Yo, what's good, my peeps? We're talking about 3 trade ideas for this week, my top 3 that I want to talk about today. All right, so starting off with Euro USD. On the daily time frame, I want to have an idea of which direction the market is trending, right? In this case, we are trending in this downwards trend. As you can see, we created that beautiful area of interest being 107,392, that being the recent break of our lower low. As of right now, we are in a beautiful retracement back up towards that area of interest. As you can see, when we are above, we are buying off, and then when we are below, we are selling off to the beautiful downside. So what I want to see, not only did we reach this zone, but I want to see another rejection be formed into this area. Right now, off the daily time frame, we are bearish. We are sitting underneath that beautiful major area of interest, and we're also forming a beautiful rejection towards this major area of interest. That is what I want to see. Next, on the 4-hour time frame, I just want to make sure, 1, we are at that major area of interest, which we are, and then 2, we are forming a beautiful downwards trend matching my higher time frame structure. In this case, we're doing both, which is great. That's what I want to see. I will then be waiting for the switch of structure. As you can see on the lower time frames, I want to see something like this come into play. Boom, boom, boom. We get that break of structure going from this upwards trend, now switching towards this downwards trend. Once we have that, wait for the retest of major zone, find my entry, and ride this towards our next target zone. Next, we have Euro NZD. In this case, Euro NZD looks amazing off of the daily time frame. Not only are we now establishing some type of rejection towards that major area of interest being 175,536, but we are not, well, not but also we are maintaining below. And as you can see, when we are maintaining below, not only do we form beautiful rejections towards that zone, but we also bounce and go towards that next major zone being at 174.75. You can obviously see where price gets down here, forms rejection, gets right here, forms rejection, and then shoots right back down to our previous targets. If I zoom out, you can obviously see it do it again right here. Rejection, shoots straight down towards targets, right? So I want to see that possibility, or I want to see that same outcome happen right here. And as we are waiting on this, we then go down towards the 4-hour time frame, and on that 4-hour time frame, yes, you can see it, we are not in a bearish trend. So right now, not only do I have to wait off of the, wait for the 4-hour to give me some type of switch of structure on this time frame, but I will also be waiting for the retest of this major area of interest, possibly forming something like this, that right shoulder, and the continuation towards the downside. I'ma see y'all with updates. I'm going deuces. Yo, we're back. Apologize for the mess in the back. I am folding clothes because I am doing laundry, so y'all just gonna have to deal with that. But I'm coming back with updates. Currently, we have Euro NZD and Euro USD doing exactly what I talked about. The Euro NZD, like we talked about, excuse me, you can obviously see where price pulled back into my zone, rejected that beautiful zone being 175,536. As I drop down towards the 4-hour time frame, like how I told you all, when we were waiting for this 4-hour break of structure, right? Instead of this 4-hour being bullish, I wanted to see it being bearish. Again, getting in sync with that higher time frame. While also getting in sync with that higher time frame, I want to see another tap back into 175,536. This just allows me to see this area hold up well as resistance, just an strong area of interest, right? That's all I want to see, is just a certain amount of rejection, right? So now everything looks good. this is a trade that we can potentially see go and play out come later tonight, but I will not be entering this trade until pre-London session or pre-New York session, just whichever comes first with an opportunity. Second, Euro USD, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Like I talked about, we were waiting for price to get back into this area. As price got back into this area, as you can see already, the 4 hour is already in sync with the higher time frame being in this bearish trend. Right now we are maintaining above, and like I told you all, you can obviously see for yourself, when we are above that major area of interest, we are buying back up towards the upside, right? So I want to see price get back below that area of interest to see price fall back towards the downside. I want to see price do what it's done before, right? I'm using previous structure to give me an idea of how price can react and how price can move, right? So 4 hour in the daily, we're already in sync. Next, I'm just waiting for this 1 hour shifter structure to come in. After we can have some type of 1 hour break past recent structure, after it giving me this break, I want to see it, like I talk about all the time, come back into this major area of interest, show rejection, maintain underneath, give me my entry signal, and ride it back down towards our next zone being 107.44, right? So right now it's just a game of patience. As long as we're patient, that trade will come, and we will possibly catch an opportunity come later tonight. For Euro USD, I'm not looking to enter pre-New York, but instead pre-London session, my bad. I'm looking to enter pre-New York just based off of this being a New York pair, right? Yeah, so that's really all the updates I got for right now. Everything is playing out how we broke it down before. Now we just got to be patient and see what happens. So I'm gonna come back to you when everything plays out. Yo, so we're back with the updates, right? Euro NZD and Euro USD. Both trades played out to perfection. As you can see, Euro NZD is playing out just how we talked about in the previous breakdown. And if I go to Euro USD, Euro USD, as you can see for yourself, has left us in the win. Price, on the other hand, came so close to triggering my alarm. I'm sure you guys can see that. Came to around, I want to say, a pip to a pip and a half off of my alarm, but never triggered us in. Therefore, we never got an entry on Euro USD. But as you can see, everything played out to perfection. Let's start off on Euro NZD. Nothing's changed. The daily time frame was bearish, as you can see already. Not only was it bearish, we maintained below that zone, which I talked about. As we maintained below that zone, we formed these beautiful rejections towards that zone. Unfortunately, on the 4 hour time frame, price did not want to break past this minor area of interest. Again, you can see where price formed that left shoulder, and as price got back up forming that right shoulder, we also formed that rejection. Overall, I was looking for price to get back towards 175.536. Give me something like this where I can find my entry and ride that trade back down towards that 4 hour area of interest. You could possibly even take this trade all the way down towards daily area of interest being 174.75. But since this is more of a day trade type of setup, I would just be looking to target that 4 hour zone being 174.778. So again, as you can see, this trade played out to perfection. If I go down towards the lower time frame, how I talked about, I wanted to see the switch of structure. I'm sure you all can see already how this 15-minute time frame stayed in this beautiful bearish trend. As we stayed in that beautiful bearish trend, if I was to get in off of this minor area of interest, which I preach all the time, do not do, just take the trades off of your major areas of interest. But if I was to get in off of this minor area of interest, as you can see, I would have entered off of that 15-minute engulfing, stops just above that area, and targets, like I said before, targeting that 4 hour low. So that's one trade that just played out to perfection. So next was Euro USD. Euro USD, I'm sure I talked about it, I'm not for sure, but same thing. The daily had the retest. Unfortunately, we did close above, so I wasn't really too interested in this pair. But as we were above that major area of interest, as I dropped down towards 4-hour time frame, we were still maintaining in that 4-hour time frame trend, the bearish trend, sorry. So everything was still looking good, even though we were still above that major area of interest. So after seeing this price, well, after seeing price off of the daily time frame close above my zone, I dropped down towards that 4-hour time frame, and like I told you all before, I wanted to see some type of close back below that major area of interest, being 107.392. See that wick pullback, which we had, again never triggering my alarm, unfortunately. Yeah, seeing that wick pullback, and then if I go towards the lower time frames, allow me to get some type of a 15-minute bearish engulfing entry, which again I would have entered off of that beautiful bearish engulfing candle. Stops just above my major zone, and then targets would have been my next major zone, 107.44. And as you can see, price fell straight to it. So both trades played out perfectly. I did not catch a trade, but that's cool with me. Beyond happy to see both trades do what I wanted to see them do. But I am upset that we weren't able to get in for a position. Hey, it is what it is. We come back next week and we're going to do the same thing. That's it for these videos, or for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I had fun making this, doing my little prediction. I'm gonna do more like this, but let me know if you guys enjoyed, and yeah, I will catch you guys in the next one.